The Northumberland Coastal Path from Alnmouth to Craster. Join me, artist Joanne Wishart, as I don my hiking trainers and pack my sketchbook for an inspiration walk along one of Northumberland's most scenic coastal routes. My journey begins in the idyllic village of Alnmouth. This once thriving seaport is now a haven to holidaymakers and pleasure sailors who come here to enjoy the beautiful beaches and sail out from the estuary of the River Aln. Boats peacefully rest on its gentle currents as the river meanders past, revealing the vast expanse of open sea. Views out to Coca Island can be seen from the beach as I walk along the sand, with Alnmouth Golf Course lining the dunes on my left. Anti-tank blocks line the dunes as a constant reminder of World War II. But as a child I can remember pleasantly playing on these and jumping into the sand. Alnmouth holds a special place in my heart as I spent many a happy summer holidays here visiting my grandparents. I would spend hours on the beach collecting shells and building sandcastles. Today it's more about taking in the scenery and gathering a quick sketch along the route. Heading into the dunes, the path is a treasure trove for wildflowers, adding a burst of colour to the landscape. Delicate bluebells, vibrant poppies and more hardy sea thrift can be seen dancing in the sea breeze. Boulmer is my next port of call and remains one of the few true fishing villages left in Northumberland. The village preserves its authentic charm, and I was delighted to see some traditional coble fishing boats resting on the shoreline. Once a haunt for smugglers, Boulmer's Fishing Boat Inn is the perfect stop for a refreshment and marks the halfway point on my walk. Moving north from Boulmer, we head across farmland towards Embleton Beach and onwards to the hidden gem of Sugar Sands. Embleton Beach was a fantastic place for a spot of bird watching. We were blessed to catch a glimpse of oyster catchers, sandlings and a lone heron on the shoreline. The bathing house at Howick was a spot in the distance and our next stop on the Coastal Path route. Saying goodbye to the idyllic beach of Sugar Sands, the landscape becomes more interesting, with a cluster of small rocky inlets. The coastal path then undulates, clinging to the top of the cliffs. The iconic bathing house at Howick was built on a rocky headland in the early 19th century by the second Earl Grey. Famous for his association with Earl Grey tea, the former Prime Minister created a coastal retreat for his 15 children to enjoy outdoor learning and bathing in the North Sea. If you venture out onto the rocks at low tide, you can see 2 carved rock pools he created for his family to bathe. The house, steps and rock pools are all Grade 2 listed and a much visited part of the coastline. You can even rent the building out as a holiday let. There are some great vantage points to paint on this section of the coastal path, with views to take in the bathing house with Dunstanburgh Castle in the distance. This was our last stop for a spot of sketching before we headed north on the last stretch towards the harbour village of Craster. Moving on, the end of my walk is in sight. A short stroll over buttercup-filled grasslands leads me to the iconic village of Craster, which marks the end of my journey today. The coastal path itself runs through the beer garden of the Jolly Fisherman. so it would be rude not to try out their refreshments before finally exploring the harbour. Craster centres around a quaint fishing harbour which is surrounded by an array of charming stone-built cottages. Panoramic views of the North Sea and the coastal path north show the ruins of Dunstable Castle standing proud in the distance, but that's a walk for another day. Thanks for joining me on my walk from Alnmouth to Craster on the Northumberland Coastal Path. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more creative inspiration and inspiring videos about my artist's journey in the northeast of England. See you next time.